Hi, Jay Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jax, and we are at 10348 Westmar Road, just getting ready to head on inside here, take a look and see what they've done to the inside of this house. It's supposed to be fully renovated, and I'd like to see how they did. Looks like they've done some staging with some furniture and some art, a small carpet, sofa, whatnot. You know, I don't really care too much about that stuff. But what I do care about is that we've got luxury vinyl plank on the floors. This particular LVP is looks like it is the brand from Home Depot, which is pretty good. Waterproof flooring, pretty much damage resistant. You can drop things on it heavy and it won't hurt it. It doesn't crack, it doesn't fold, it doesn't anything. So it's pretty good flooring. I like it. There are other floors that are better, but LVP is nice for a lot of different reasons. In that, once again, it's waterproof. You don't have to worry about grout lines. The floor is really nice and flat. So it's actually, in my opinion, pretty good floor. This gets us right into the kitchen, where we've got some kind of, I'd say hard surface, but I think actually what this is this is just a painted surface. This is a Formica countertop that's been painted to look like quartz or granite. That's what this is. It's not actually stone. It is, it's definitely Formica. Cabinets above, the maple look okay. Although you probably could have got more of them in, or them having them taller, but it's still okay. And the cabinets below are good too. Now I wonder if there's a Lazy Susan in this corner. No. So I wonder what it is that's in this corner. Now it's possible that there's a water heater in there hidden. That would be unfortunate if that's the case, because an inspector needs to see the water heater. And if it's an FHA loan, in order to have that pass, that water heater has to be checked. Looking under the sink, looks like they just sprayed some black paint down here to hide water damage, which is the common thing that happens. You know, when you have a sink, sometimes it leaks a little bit, you get some water damage in there, and they just sprayed black paint in there. But they didn't do a very nice job of it. It still looks solid though. That's not a problem to me. I don't see an issue with it whatsoever. I'm curious though, this kind of looks like there's a tape edge here. Like they put on a thin piece of plastic tape or something over the top of this. Although if there is an edge, it doesn't come up. I'm not sure exactly what that's all about. Double door Whirlpool stainless refrigerator, nice big one. Oh, and the electric panel is right behind that. Now, unfortunately, the electric panel is blocked by the refrigerator. And when I say unfortunately, I mean it really, because the electric panel, once again, we have to have access to that panel in order to be able to make determinations about whether the house is good or not. We just slide that out of the way. So we've got a Murray panel. This is an older panel. Some of the breakers look like have been replaced. Everything appears to be marked like it's supposed to be, so you can tell which is needing to be turned on and off if something happens. I can't tell the size of the service, but that's okay. One of the hinges here is missing. This is a little hinge thing, which like this one here and this one here. But these are, I mean, you can jimmy something together with a piece of wire for that lower thing. You don't even really need it. And that's okay. So continuing past the kitchen, this opens into some kind of a carpeted entry. This carpet is like almost a Berber carpet, or at least it looks like it because of this black speckle. The carpet is in okay shape. There is some staining. You can see here, and maybe up here you can see it right there. You can see a little bit of staining here, some lighter color. There's also some darker spots, and that is, indicative of just wear going from here out to the back or into this front bedroom, which is where the mini split is. It actually goes right into this front bedroom. You could use this like it is for an Airbnb. And maybe that was the original thought here, was that this becomes like a guest bedroom or something for a pad split or something like that, where they have their own entrance and their own bedroom and closet, and then access to the main part of the house. Now, the closet's nice, sized walk-in closet, maybe 4 feet by 7 feet, decent size with some shelves. These hanging bars here are okay, not good on the top, but here it's okay. I like a regular round bar myself, but that still will work, and they're high enough up that your clothes shouldn't have a problem hitting the floor. The knob for the closet door is in the correct location. Usually I like it on this side, and I like it right in the middle, which appears to be exactly where they got it. So I think that's about as perfect of a placement of the knob as you can get. Now, I'm not going to go out that front door there, this door, but if you remember when we were walking around the outside, just as we were getting ready to go in, I did mention that there was another door, and that's the one. Okay, so we go through this little entryway, which I don't know why they didn't just continue with the LVP and leave the carpet in the bedrooms, but whatever. This goes into the laundry room. We'll call it a utility room. The light has a pull-down chain rather than a button or a switch. Washing machine goes over here. They've got the same LVP on the floor. Then there is a place for the dryer to hook up right there with the vent. And the back door. Water heater looks like it probably needs to be replaced simply because we've got a lot of rust on the bottom. It looks like the bottom is blown out on the water heater here. So I would be asking, if I was buying this house, for that water heater to be replaced. And probably your insurance company, if this water heater came up in an inspection, and it would, the insurance company would insist that it be replaced to insure the property. So just something that you could ask for if you were going to buy the house, and I would recommend that you did that. Okay, so that's the kitchen side. Let's head back into the living room area and into the other hall area here, which, see, now they did this right. They put this LVP down and the carpet's in the bedrooms, rather than having that carpet come out here into the main track area. So these carpets are showing some more damage here. We've actually got some holes in the carpet here as an example, and there's some other places where I can see it kind of chunky, where it's, it has seen some damage. The carpets are clean. They don't smell bad, but right now I have a cold, so maybe they do. I don't know. My nose isn't very good in any case, but I would say, that the carpets are marginal. That's what I would say. Okay, this particular bedroom is maybe 14 feet across by 17 feet deep. So not too bad of a size. If you wanted to put a king-size bed in here, you probably wouldn't be able to get away with it. From that corner to this open closet door probably doesn't give you enough space. You can get a queen in here, but I don't think you get a king. And that's, the way it is. So closet number one here is a smaller closet at maybe 30 inches deep by 45 inches, something like that, wide, with a bar and a shelf, the kind of round bar that I like. The shelf is at the correct height, so there's a nice space between the door frame here and the top of the shelf, which means when you're putting stuff up there, you can get some big things in that gap, which is exactly the way it's supposed to be. So thank you guys for doing that. Windows are high in this room. In fact, we've got one that's at the correct level. So 2 of the windows in the back are pretty high up. This one is the only window that you could use for egress in case of a fire, which is a requirement for it to be considered a bedroom. There has to be a window that's low enough down. This one does meet that. So you could get out this one. Just flip the latches and lift it up and push it out. and you'd be good to go if that's what you needed to do. Now the HVAC runs kind of down the center of the house. You can see the register there, and you can also see that the ceiling height, you see the difference in the ceiling height between the bedroom and the hallway here. That's because all of the ductwork is right here in this one little section, okay, and it feeds pretty much the whole house. Here's bedroom number 2 at a typical size, maybe 15.5 by 14, something like that, with a closet that's actually bigger than in that first bedroom by a little bit. It's about the same depth, but it may be a foot wider. And same barn shelf at the correct height. And so the closet's nice. There's the register for the AC. The light is on the wall with a chain rather than a switch. Why they did that, I don't know. I mean, if you're going to put a light in, you could put a switch down here, but that's what they did. So there is a light with a chain, and there is 2 outlets. One over there by the closet door, one over here if you wanted a lamp in the bedroom. All right, so we've looked at the bedrooms. Now let's have a look at the restroom. Get some lights on here. The LVP is in this room as well, which is good because you really want a waterproof floor. That's what you want. And this vinyl flooring is definitely that. Little vanity with a nice little toilet, tub surround, tiled up to the vaulted ceiling, fan, good, thank you, 3 light, vanity light, and an oval mirror. Sometimes these oval mirrors have a medicine cabinet behind, but it doesn't look like that's the kind here. Also, we've got a shower rod and curtain rather than a door. And if you've watched my videos before, you know how I feel about that. Really, in a bathroom where there's a tub, you really need to have a glass shower door, especially if there's going to be kids in here, because the water is going to go on the floor. And when it does, it's going to find a way. Now, the floor might be waterproof, but this quarter round against the floor and the tub is not. And water can seep underneath it and then down between the tub and the floor and into your the lower part of your floor there, which with a slab it's not as big of a deal, but I would still want to make sure there wasn't going to be any chance of a problem. You just don't need that, okay? So anything that